Welcome to the May 20th, 2016 edition of Colorado Inside Out Postgame, a special web-exclusive production here on Channel 12. Let's get a quick take on the gentrification report from Denver's Office of Economic Development released this week, recommending that 80,000 more affordable housing units are needed to keep up the 1,000 new households arriving each month. Meanwhile, Mayor Michael Hancock has launched a 2-year plan coined Denver Right, aimed at including citizens' voices in the redevelopment process. Patty Calhoun from Westward. We've been talking about affordable housing, the need in Denver for a long time. You see this report come out, and it seems that there's already not enough in the pipeline, and then this new campaign, which sounds good enough, but also being a 2-year study. Are we going to get further and further behind the 8 ball in this city?
Yes, we are. And the biggest question is, where has the planning department been over the last 5 years? Because, you know, yes, everyone knows we need affordable housing. Anyone who's tried to, or even just slightly more affordable housing, it may not be that we're going to be able to get the truly poor into housing in Denver proper unless there's a specific program, but the middle class is being priced out too. And if you look at the projects that are going up all over town, I mean, they are pricey, they are impinging on the quality of life for those who already have homes in the area. They can't afford to stay there because their property taxes are going up so high. So I think it's great that the city is doing this new plan, that they say they're going to listen to people. Great. We haven't seen a lot of evidence of them listening to people in the meantime. And I love it that people understand that we need more affordable housing, but where is it going to come from?
Todd Shepherd, editor of Complete Colorado. When you see both the report and the reaction from the mayor in the right direction, too little too late, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is the condo defects or the construction defects thing hangs large over this entire thing. All of these portions of the real estate market, obviously, it's one symbiotic organism. And I think Patty hit it on the head, not only now, but a previous time I was at this table, she said, you know, you just look and everything's going up, which just means it's apartments. I'm one of those people that I'm in an apartment right now. I've had 3 rental increases in the last 3 years. And what my wife and I need right now is entry-level housing. And if you can actually provide entry-level housing to a lot of middle-class people like us, that actually will help the whole affordable housing movement. So a lot of these things are intertwined. I still would urge the city, not that anyone in the city would ever listen to me, but I still would urge them to look for ways to just circumvent the General Assembly. Better to beg forgiveness than ask permission. Look for creative insurance options where maybe you can underwrite a portion of some condo, some sort of condo development where you underwrite a portion of it, and it's not all on the condo development. I still think there are creative options out there for condominium and townhome construction, which could set off all kinds of positive housing events here in Denver.
Penn State attorney Qtek Rock, also a longtime state lawmaker. Affordable housing, I know, is one of those issues that's easier said than done. There's a lot of complicated issues, but is enough focus on this issue being brought to bear?
There's focus on it. There's just no solutions and there's no action. First, let's commend the city for having done this gentrification study. That's important. You know, all of us have known this has been a problem, and I agree with Patty, but I would say that the problem with the planning department is not just the last 5 years. It has been going on for decades. Prior administrations have to take responsibility for the situation we're in now, because you don't get this disparity in terms of needing 80,000 affordable units. That doesn't happen over 5 years. That's been going on for decades, and people have turned a blind eye. I'm glad of the Right Now or Denver Right is going on, but there are people in this town who will tell you that they have long thought that the city administration gave huge deference to developers over the objections of communities. I mean, you saw the big fight with the development on Monaco and about Alameda. That was massive when they tore down the old Mount Gilead church, and now they're building apartments there. And a bunch of neighborhoods objected, but the city approved it and city council approved it. So we've got a long way to go. And I think Todd's right. It's a broader issue than just what's happening in the city, but I would give all of us a caution. Construction defects is not the reason for this disparity. Developers build what makes them the most money, and I don't begrudge them that. But we don't have affordable housing because nobody wants to build it, because they make more money building market rate housing. It's not construction defects.
Justine Sandoval joins us, community organizer. We see the report come out. We see the campaign to get citizens' voices involved in the process. Is this at least a step in the right direction?
It's definitely a step in the right direction, but it's a little late, in my opinion. I'm a third-generation Denverite, so I've seen this city change for a long time. I have history in just about every neighborhood in this city, but my neighborhood, where I've grown up, it's gone. It's gentrified. We're not changing it. So we do a lot of community outreach now. We can talk to people there, but we went from being a majority Latino neighborhood to being a majority white neighborhood now. So this issue is multifaceted. There are other issues in the community we need to work on, like within my neighborhood with developers coming in, because you have people who have owned homes there for a long time who now do not want to be sized in like small lots with huge apartment buildings next door. But then you also have other neighborhoods like down south, Federal, Athmar, who are starting to gentrify now, and we need to make sure that the city gets in there and involves the community and hears their opinions, because we have been vocal for generations about this, but now that it's finally become, I think, a bigger issue, when rent, I think average rent last month was like $1,300 a month, that becomes unaffordable for the middle class even here. So it's not just about the poor anymore, it's about outsourcing the middle class from Denver proper. And so I think we need to have a big conversation and address all of the issues that we can with the gentrification issue in Denver.
That's all the time we have for Colorado Inside Out postgame this week. Leave us a comment, tell us what you think. For everyone here at CPT12.org, I'm Dominic Dizzuti. Thanks for watching.